They're telling Nathaniel Hackett, hey, you big dumb dipshit, we don't need you calling plays or be the head coach anymore. That's pretty much what is being alluded to. We do not know this because we do not live in Detroit or in Denver and listen to the Let's Ride locals, although we do have a belt buckle.
Yeah, that's right. Let's ride.
Let's ride. It's an honor. 5 of these.
Yeah,
it's 1 of 5.
Thank you. Hey, let's fucking ride. In the Broncos country saying, hey, let's ride into a conversation about whether or not this brand new head coach and brand new play caller should be doing both of these duties at the same time when it appears as if he may be in over his head. I think I just need to be sure I can clean up exactly what I'm hearing, where I'm going with it, and make sure I'm on the same page for Russ, he said. Adding it should make the offense more efficient. Referring to his delay of game penalties on the field goals, the coach reiterated during Monday's presser that they happened because he was debating whether to go for it on fourth or kick. No shit.
Yeah.
We know, Nate.
I need to do better at making decisions faster and quicker and getting that information to the quarterback and being on the same page with him, he said. It has to improve. I respect that little accountability there. That's an understatement, says MileHighReport.com. Hackett also likely got the message that Broncos country is not feeling very confident about his ability to call plays and manage the game, as half a dozen questions related to whether he's planning any changes when it comes to play calling duties. I think I'll continue play calling, all right? I think it's been pretty efficient up to this point. We've done a good job moving the ball. We've had a good plan from that standpoint. We just have to finish those drives, he said. I think from the game management standpoint, we just have to tighten that whole thing up. A lot of us. We're all working together for the first time. So we just want to be sure we're more efficient in that and have the ability to make better decisions and quicker decisions. Once again, that was from MileHighReport.com. D-Butt said this last week. He said, this guy's talking too much.
Yeah.
Because remember whenever he said for the field goal, he said the line was the 46. We got to the 46. I had to plan the whole thing. And I said I liked the fact that he was kind of explaining why he was doing what he was doing, how he was doing what he was doing, and everything like that. Kind of hopefully letting the new fans of him that don't know a lot about him, like, hey, I'm not a dipshit. This is what I'm doing. Now I think he's saying too much. Hey, listen, we don't need to hear that you got to tighten shit up. Broncos country does not want to hear like, yeah, I got to be quicker and I got to do that. They know. Like, that is what they are saying. They want to know that there was a reason, a glitch, a tech glitch. Maybe we had this other person in there. Tell them something that isn't the person that's going to continue to do the decision-making, wasn't the one making the fuck-ups publicly, or give another answer. So I think Nathaniel Hackett said too much in this particular case, although I enjoyed with the old 46-yarder at the end of this.
You know, I don't necessarily say he's saying too much, but what his first 2 words of that, I think, like, bro, it's week 3, then it's not time to think. It's time to fucking do it. Like, I don't want to hear what you think about the game plan, or I think we should have done it. No, what do you do? Like, you're the unquestioned leader of the team. So if you're second guessing yourself after every fucking game when you're talking to the media, like, what type of respect, what type of belief do we have in you in the locker room? Because you gotta, this ain't college, this ain't high school.
You're telling me we need to see your confidence, bro.
Yeah, so it's like not I think I should. Oh, yeah, I think I'm gonna keep calling plays. Because ideally, if you hire an offensive head coach, you want that guy calling plays, because what happens is, let's say somebody. Those guys stay. Like, you keep an offensive like Andy Reid, and like he's gonna be there forever. Eric Bieniemy can go, but Andy Reid will be there with Patrick Mahomes. So if you gave all this money, you made this commitment to Russell Wilson, you want that play caller to stay in place. You don't want that going to somebody else and he gets hired and be a head coach after a year of calling good plays. So stop thinking, buddy. Just be better. And, people going to make mistakes. It's the first 2 games. It's a lot of moving parts, but it's the big boy league, man. You see what Mike McDaniel's doing down there in Miami. This is his first time calling plays, too. He got a bunch of fucking new personnel. You got a left-handed quarterback, and they dialing it up. Like, stop thinking, man.
Yeah, and 4th and 7, he's going for it, and it's hitting with Waddle early, and everybody in there seems to be bought in on him. Not that Denver doesn't seem to be bought in on Nathaniel Hackett. We're not saying bought in. We're not saying, well, okay.
I don't blame him.
Darius is saying they're not bought in. But we are saying, like, if you don't perform and you're a head coach for that Denver team who now has the richest owner in sports.
By a lot.
Long shot. Yeah. With the cash over cap situation loophole in the salary cap, and a quarterback that wants to be top 5 quarterback of all time, and we think people like him.
Some people like him, some people fucking hate him.
Okay, all right.
They're
well,
okay with him.
So there seems to be, moon and sun.
Polarizing.
Yeah, there's whatever the case. He's going to have to be successful there, and it's going to have to be quick. And I know that is not something that is fair. It probably sounds like it's unfair, especially for a guy who's worked his ass off to get a first head coaching gig. But he knows he's going to have to figure it out quick. And to Darius's point, like, a little confidence is probably a good idea too, to at least display it, because as soon as people think you're beat, or they think that you think that you're not doing a good job or in over your head, everybody can sense it. It's a very easy thing. It is literally why whenever I tell people on this show, like they ask me for any advice, I'm like, just say your words into the microphone. My only advice, just say your words into the microphone. Because if you sound like, I'm not confident of your words, as soon as anybody hears it, they're like, well, we're not going to fucking listen to that guy. Why would I listen to that person that's scared to say the words that they're about to say? There's no reason for that. So I think that projection is a vital
Or
point.
even if you move and make a different fucking business decision. Hey, we're going to do this different, guys. We're going to go live at a different time. Hey, we're moving to fucking Thunderdome early. Fuck it. Hey, we're going to ride. We're going to figure it out.
It's actually 2 weeks late.
Whatever.
What we're saying-
you're going to move and you're going to figure it out. But don't come back, get on the mic and say, hey, we moved in here. You know what? Fuck. Fuck it. Like, we ride. We ride with our guy. Whatever he does, we're right behind him.
Hopefully they figure it out,
Okay.
though. And everybody seems to like Nathaniel
Hopefully.
Hackett. We assume that he'll be able to figure it out, but he's going to have to do it quicker.
Well, I think you made the important distinction, too. Like, this isn't Dan Campbell when he first got the Lions job, where everyone kind of knew, like, hey, this is a rebuild. Like, he's going to get some time. Like, the expectations were, hey, this team could win the Super Bowl this year. They just gave Russell Wilson $265 million. You have that roster surrounding him. Like, people were expecting them to really compete.
For good reason.
Absolutely, absolutely. And Hasselbeck said it earlier this week. Like, he mentioned, like, we're moving the ball great. Like, what you do in the red zone is what matters, especially, going back to Green Bay when they, in the COVID year, they had the best red zone offense ever, the gold zone. He was like he was the brain
Brainiac.
child. Yeah, exactly. So it's like, yeah, you can move the ball, but you spend $265 million on a quarterback. You have all these weapons. You can't be scoring fucking 16 points a game, and you can't get down to situations where you make a field goal with McManus and you have a delay of game, and then instead of, you let him try to kick a 64-yarder last week, granted it's to win the game, but then now you have a 55-yarder and you punt instead. It's like, it does look like he's over his head a little bit.
It's the men's league.
Absolutely.
Big boy league.
We don't have time. Like high school, everybody gets an opportunity. That's what they say. Or in junior high, little league, like, hey, make sure everybody gets a good 4 minutes on the court or on the field. Like, we need that. Everybody, we don't know who's going to be great. We want everybody to kind of figure it out. At the top level, people are expecting you to be good right now.
Yeah.
And if you're not, it's going to be pointed out, especially when expectations are high. Remember, just a couple years ago when Aaron Rodgers was going to the Denver Broncos?
Yeah.
And they had Von Miller then. They traded him away.
Yep.
But they still had that defense, I guess, it goes, and the offense, yeah. They were Aaron Rodgers away from the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Russell Wilson, new head coach, we're winning a Super Bowl.
Yeah, 100%.
That's tough. That's a tough start. Can't be thinking up there. Just got to do.
Yeah.
You think, you die. Hackett.
right.
Okay, this
I
is
think
Top
Russ
Gun
gotta
Maverick.
step up
Shout out
too, man.
TC.
Obviously, you got to, because he's the guy. He should be the guy running the show. He's 11 years in the league, 250 plus,
Own
like
office.
won a Super Bowl.
Allegedly.
He's the face. He's the face of the franchise. So you got to make some of those tough decisions too. And I heard Matt say, like, quarterbacks get paid for red area,
Third
2 minute,
down.
and what was the other
Third
one?
down.
Third down, the money down. So you come on, you got to figure it out.
Yeah, hopefully it does. Him not being able to have timeout capabilities in that first game,
That's-
like when Peyton was
Yeah.
62 times.
Let's get one here, huh?
we get
Let's
one?
talk about it. Get one. Maybe want to get one here. Might want to talk about it. Get one. Get one.
All right, well, I don't know what we're doing. He's friends with McManus, too. Like, he knows McManus has a massive leg, and
Yeah.
he's Peyton sitting there going, what are we doing here?
Get one.
I respect the fact that, Hackett was like, we're going to fucking make 64-yarder right here.
Yeah.
And when we do, everybody's going to call me a genius.
That's right.
Just think, that goes the other way. That ball goes this far right because McManus has a strong enough leg to do so. Bombs balls, great kicker in the NFL a long time. None of these questions are happening.
Now they're 2-0.
He's a genius.
Yeah.
He's a fucking genius. Here's what I look at. This guy knows his team better than
Yeah,
anybody.
trust this player.
I don't know how he got in here and got, to the point where he knows exactly what McManus is, the type of guy he is. He knows exactly what Russ is wanting to do. Like, that's the conversation. And now we got to question every word he says because if you don't
He
win,
is.
yeah, because it sounds like he is. Yeah, exactly. And if you don't win, fucking gone.
Yeah.